Welcome to the new YouTube channel. If you haven't already done it, hit the subscribe button to follow us all season long for updates and content. So happy that you're here. It's going to be a great year.
Richard, I want to talk a little bit about Dallas. They have seemingly lost this offseason. If there is a loser of the offseason, you got to give it to the Dallas Cowboys. We've seen it, and I don't want to brag about my hometown Detroit Lions, but I want to use them at least as an example here. The Lions are stacked with young talent. They've had guys on their roster they said they wanted to take care of, and they took care of them early. They paid Penei Sewell when he's got 2 years left on his rookie deal, and then you see Tristan Wirfs get paid more than him a month later. They paid Amon-Ra top dollar. Then we see A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase inevitably, Brandon Ayuk. You get ahead of the curve. You see Jared Goff get paid $212. Then we see Trevor Lawrence get paid more. Tua get paid more. Jordan Love get paid more. When you're ahead of the curve, like the Lions were, you don't have to deal with what CeeDee Lamb wants now at $35 million. If they would have paid him last year, he probably would have made away with $28, $30 million. They've done this year after year after year, and now Dak wants his payment. Then they're going to have to pay Micah Parsons and Dexter Lawrence and all these guys, Richard. How much did they fumble this offseason, in your opinion?
I mean, as big of a fumble as there has ever been, Mitchell. This is a disastrous level of front office management, of player management, roster management, whatever you want to put it. Because and some of it is the front office, some of it is Jerry's expectations and the things that he said. If he didn't say anything, you don't expect anything. I guess you still expect something, but you don't expect him to go all in. When you say we're all in this offseason and you don't pay any of your high-profile guys, you don't pay any of the best players that are on your team, then it's like all in. I mean, are you saying that if we don't win this season, we're blowing the whole thing up and you're getting rid of your best players? Because I've never seen that work in this league. I have never, ever seen that work where you go into a season, instead of paying your best guys, you let them all walk and you start all over, starting from the quarterback. Because you have foundational players at foundational spots that have to get paid. You have CeeDee Lamb, who's, like you just said, is $35 million likely. You have Micah Parsons, who's likely, again, $33, $34 million a year. And it's because you waited. Because you did this, because of patience, or hey, you think you know better, or you're waiting for him to get injured, or you took a gamble and you lost. They're winning this gamble. Players are winning this gamble right now. Dak Prescott is winning this gamble. And for everybody and anybody who's saying Dak Prescott doesn't deserve $60 million and how can they pay Dak Prescott, please take a little bit of time out your day. Go to the playoff standings for every single quarterback that you think deserves more money than him and see what they are. See how many games they've won in these good playoffs that everybody puts Dak on the pedestal. They kill Dak about it. Hey, Dak doesn't win in the playoffs. None of them do. Patrick's the only one who's winning as of late. Last couple of Super Bowl winners are what? Patrick, Tom won one, Stafford, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the last 4 or 5 years. Those are the quarterbacks that have won. Are any of your favorite quarterbacks on that list? They're not. So they didn't win it. So they're not winning. So every quarterback that you put on these lists, like, man, he's better than Dak. He deserves more than Dak. He probably doesn't. Dak was second team All-Pro last year. Honestly, had an MVP caliber season. And I thought it should have deserved more consideration, but that's a story for a different day. But it's almost like more people are saying they need to get rid of Dak Prescott. More people are saying, like, had the best season of his career. And now y'all saying get rid of him because they got put out of the playoffs. Like that defense didn't let Jordan Love have a field day. Like, oh man, it was all Dak Prescott. He don't play offense and defense, ladies and gentlemen. He does not. And obviously, you guys know I'm not the biggest Cowboys fan in the world at all, but I'm not going to let nobody sit here and play me like a fool. And clearly, if you believed in your guys, you would pay them. If you're a good organization, like you said, Mitchell, Detroit is creating a good organization, a great culture. Hey, you earn your money, we pay you your money. We keep homegrown. CeeDee, Micah are homegrown. Dak is homegrown. And you're not paying him. What message are you sending to the rest of the team? Hey, if you play like a superstar for our team, we're going to make you play your whole contract out and we still might not pay you. Is that the message that you want? That's a winning culture? It's not. It's not a winning culture. And I don't understand it. I don't even understand what you're thinking, what the logic is. I can't even find a silver lining to be like, well, maybe they're thinking about this. It's like, hey, we want the price on all these guys to be as high as possible, and then we're going to pay it. Or then you're not going to pay it, and somebody else is going to pay it, and you're going to lose them all for free and get, what, a third rounder? It's not worth it.
It's colossal mismanagement this offseason, Richard. I'm very interested to see what happens to them going into next season and the season thereafter and how this roster shakes out.